Be a rebel like me. Tell the government we don't need your vaccine. Ooh. Trying to alter my genes, but they don't understand my vision clear advising. That's the mark of the beast. Will you not be deceived? You know, trying to force all the blacks to receive like the Stevie. We ain't falling for another deal. Especially understanding we the people. Believe it. I know a girl who messed around and got the badge on. Now she trembling non-stop, she down bad on. You know you can't get in the kingdom with that stab on. I'm for sure putting a die. That ain't cap on. Like me, just follow my lead. Tell the government we don't want your damn vaccine. Let you keep all that poison. Fail if you can, try your best to avoid it. It's more than they poison. Get it on, 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 get it on. Like me, just follow my lead. Tell the government we don't want your damn vaccine. Let you keep all that poison. Fail if you can, try your best to avoid it. It's more than they poison. Get it on, 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 get it on,
Shalom, Israel. I want to read something to you out of the book of Deuteronomy, which is the laws that was given to us in the wilderness by the Most High through Moses. There's some cases that came up this past month, and I'm kind of confused with what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. And I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 28, 49 and 50, so we can get a clear understanding, again, of why we go through what we go through. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. You have to know what nations use the eagle as a symbol. That's who he's talking about. A nation whose tongue shall not understand. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor shew favor to the young. So something was going to come against us where they didn't give a damn whether you was young, old, male, or female. It didn't matter. The nation came against us and took us into slavery. And however they treated us, it didn't matter if it was male or female, pregnant or otherwise. This same people that created this nation are the same people that created a bill in 1776. I'm going to read it off to you. I'm going to read this bill off to you. And it still stands. Get that right. It still stands in the courts today. And this incident took place in 1856. This is in the Constitution. A persons of American descent cannot be, nor were ever intended to be, citizens under the U.S. Constitution. Now I'm going to show you something, but I want you to remember this bill. Because this is supposed to be a Christian nation based off what this trick taught. Based off what he taught. Of course, you know who it is. That person is the same guy on this book. Right? I'm just going to read just a little bit because they base the nation and the laws. Remember the laws off of him. What he supposedly had taught. It is not important to state the exact age when Caesar became his sister's lover, made the wife of one of his brothers his mistress, or murdered another brother. It is only relevant to say that he committed these acts, for it was such that made of him one of the most cruel, lascivious, and unnatural men who ever lived. That's the image of him. Cedric Bogier is his name. And this nation built this country, they called it a Christian nation, around him. Now, that guy and the real Messiah is not the same. Because the real Messiah came from the tribe of Judah, which makes him an Israelite. And he's not white, blonde-haired, or blue-eyed. But there's something behind his character. That's why the laws are written the way they are in this nation. Like the bill said, nor were ever intended persons of African descent. It's saying African descent because that's where they went and got us and put us on slave ships. But when they created the laws, it was never meant for us to be on an equal level. When they started dividing this nation into 49 different states, 49, 50, at the time, I think it was in the 40s, when they started passing laws to each state, how it would be governed, but it never included persons of African descent. This bill still stands. Now let's get into the videos. I want to show you something. This won't be long. My editor told me not to make the videos so long. So, let me go here. Here. Yeah. No. Okay. I want to know.
Delta has committed to becoming the world's
first
carbon neutral airline on a global basis. We believe you shouldn't have to choose between seeing the world and saving it.
Do you remember this?
He told us he's been camping for multiple days
without his fiancée.
All this on the heels of chilling body cam video from August 12th, showing an emotional police encounter with the couple.
We have been fighting all morning, and he would have let me in the car before, and told me I need to calm down.
All the while, Petito's family growing more desperate by the day. Dateline's Andrea Canning sitting down with her father.
I want people to do everything they can. I need her to come home.
Meanwhile, Northport police expressing their own frustration, releasing a statement overnight saying they've been trying to talk to Brian for days to get information they believe could be critical to finding Gabby. But now that he has disappeared, they don't have that opportunity. Morgan, Peter?
It's just such a sad story. Dash.
Do you remember that story? When that broke out? When that broke out, that went all over the nation. Immediately, there was a hunt. All over the country. It was on every news every single day. And I'm not speaking against what happened to her. I'm about to show you the difference when something happens to Esau and something happens to us. This is what I'm showing you. It's sad what happened, but there's a point here that I'm trying to make. I'm going to show you this guy. This guy I'm about to show you is a comedian. And there's a lot of truth. There's a lot of truth in this comedian. But pay attention. Okay, that's good. Pay attention to this guy.
Thank you.
And listen real good.
Thank you.
Well, I tell you, when you come out with truth, they find ways to mess it up.
I'm thinking one in particular, pair of titties in the front row. Thank you so much. Thank you, audience coordinator, for putting those titties up in the front row. God bless you. Those distracted me. I was supposed to come out. Oh, it was.
Fair use. Fair use.
Yeah. Oh, y'all here? Yeah? Huh? You look lovely, though, by the way. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Congratulations, my friend. Well, I'm glad y'all here. It's very good. Yo, congratulations to you, my friend. Look at that white woman you're with. God damn.
Fair use.
That nigga behind you going, yeah, son, I'm with my girl, but yo, for real? That white woman's amazing, isn't she? Tell the truth. He's with his black girl for like, no, I don't know, but she's high level. That's a high level white woman right there. That white woman is man, oh man. Black women get mad at that, but that is top shelf white woman right there. You know how you can tell how pretty a white woman is? The value, you look at her and then you wonder how long they would look for if she was missing.
That's what I wanted you to hear. How long would they look for her if she was missing? They talking about, that's how you know the value of her. Now, when Gabby came up missing, like I said, almost the whole country came to a halt. Now explain this one to me. Here.
Do you love voting?
I want you to explain this next one to me, because when Gabby was missing, it was in, I think it was September. That video, that comedian did that 10 years ago. 10 years ago when he made that. This was in September when Gabby came up missing. I'm going to show you somebody that came up missing in August. And we didn't hear absolutely nothing. Maybe around his little hometown. But we heard absolutely nothing of this. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young.
Well, Freedom Boat Club makes voting easier than ever.
It is the news Jelani Day's family feared. A body found in LaSalle County, Illinois, identified as the Illinois State University graduate student who was reported missing.
Jelani Day had ties to the St. Louis area, and Fox 2's Jeff Bernthal is live from Forreston tonight with what investigators are saying about his death. Jeff.
And you mentioned those ties, Vic. They had been here to St. Louis with his family to visit his sister living here in this area. Tonight, police classifying this as a death investigation and say it is too soon to know if foul play was involved. His family pleaded for help. A proud graduate student with a bright future. His mother told us earlier this month her son was excited about a medical career that would benefit others.
He was very proud of the fact that he's going to school to be a speech pathologist to help others. So him joining and continuing his career by going to grad school so that he continue his career is something that he was motivated to do. He was excited to do.
Hope turned to heartache Thursday. Police say a body recovered from the Illinois River on September 4th has now been identified as Jelani Day. Dental records were used to make the identification.
Jelani was such a great person and had so many great friends that people were reaching out wanting to help.
After Day went missing, his car was located in a wooded area near Peru, Illinois. His family pleaded for more help with a search. Those pleas got the attention of the university community and beyond.
I mean, we've had people going out of their way, driving a few hours just to kind of walk around to try to help out or do whatever they can. We've had people, email in like, hey, we're here to help. Whatever you need to do, let me know.
For now, investigators say it is too soon to determine whether Day's death involved foul play. A family friend and pastor says he just wants answers.
We just want the truth to come out. We want the facts. We want to know what happened. And if there, and we want people to be held accountable if there is foul play or whatever have you. So I just think the main thing is we want the truth to come out. That's it.
Now, the family had some criticism of the police department when this case began, thinking more should have been done to help find their loved one. Coming up on Fox 2 News at 10, what the police department has to say about that. Reporting live from Forreston tonight, Jeff Bernthal, Fox 2 News.
See, they was angry with the police for not doing more, but they didn't have that problem with Gabby. You see, I'm kind of confused. Is this a Christian nation or is it not? Or are we still under these curses? All of these curses.
With Bullet Plus training pants,
we are still under all of those curses. This is why these things happen to us. You have to understand the curse we're under, especially when you still worship this trick. when you still refuse to give him up, give up them holy days, the holidays, now Halloween coming up, worshiping the God of the dead, worshiping dead folks from hundreds of years ago. That's what Halloween is all about. Child sacrifice. That's what it's all about. Worshiping Hades, the god of the underworld. Now, if they tell you that, of course, you probably won't celebrate it. But this is the world that we're living in. We sit there and we complain. We don't know why, but we never go into the scriptures. The scriptures tell you everything and why everything happened to us. That boy was missing in August. And I didn't hear about that until about a week ago. And it was on a black talk show. And one of the guys just happened to bring the name up. You know, why the nation didn't get into an uproar looking for this young brother. Go back to what the comedian said. That's all I'm gonna bring you today. That's all I wanted to bring out. I told you I would make it short. So you have a good Sabbath, and I'll see you guys on the next. I'll see you on my next video. Shalom to you.